the governor came up and said, "We regret to let you know that 20 children were shot and killed in the school, as well as 6 educators." And when I tell you the room erupted, it will forever be in my mind.
The impetus for this project was really a desire to capture the sense of collective grief and trauma that ensues in an entire community in the wake of these kinds of tragedies, and through humanizing stories like my friend Mark and his tragedy, to shift culture, shift consciousness.
I didn't like seeing my parents all upset, and they definitely were upset a lot longer and a lot more than I was. And then they'd always feel bad, oh, I shouldn't be crying in front of you because it's making you upset. But then I'd feel bad because they were trying to not think about it because of me.
I look at these pictures and it's like it's still then, everything is the way it should be. Everything looks the way it should be. This was Sunday, December 9th of 2012. It was, we were out at the tree farm getting our tree. So this is kind of like the last few days of life as we knew it. My role in the documentary Newtown was probably the most difficult. I was faced with a decision to trust Kim and Maria to tell this story, which is the most tragic, most personal, horrible event in my life. Because I knew that they had the value that they could bring by telling this story in this personal way, for people to have this this inside look at the devastation that something like the murder of your 7-year-old brings not only to my family, but to all of those within our network, the extended family in our community. It's so important for people to see that aspect of this story that continues to repeat itself in our country.
Every single parent who put their kid on the bus that morning did everything right. And those parents whose children survived and it bothers them and it hurts them, they also did everything right. And we have to hang on to that.
Very soon after the Sandy Hook school shooting, where I lost my 7-year-old son Daniel, I felt a sense of purpose and mission to try to use this voice that had been forced upon me to try to affect change and to try to influence hearts and minds, and really to change our culture in a way that it hadn't been done before. And I felt that the work that Kim and Maria have done with this documentary Newtown is such an important vehicle to do that. And I just have felt from the very beginning a sense of honor and responsibility to be part of this, because I think it's bigger than all of us, and I think the impact, the lasting impact that this film is going to have transcends my own experience in ways that we probably don't even know yet.